What do you think of this?
So beautiful.
Oh, do you believe it? I mean, how long has it been since we filmed together in the Antonio Banderas commercial?
5 years.
2016, right? Wow.
But,
But
2
I-
years,
we've
2
been-
years COVID, huh?
Yeah, that's true. But we
Can't count
we
it.
kind of kept up with each other on social networks at least, and liking each other's photos, and that was cool. And,
I
okay,
never
when
forget-
are we gonna do something together?
Exactly. I remember, I never forget, I was telling to your daughter, when I saw you on set in Antonio Banderas, I told to my other friend, who is this beautiful, attractive, tall lady?
Well, that's makeup and wardrobe.
No.
You got that right.
And I remember I came to talk to you, and I got your social media.
Right there, at that moment, sweetheart. That was fun. That was fun. You know, I didn't know the director,
Colin Tilley.
I had no
Yeah.
idea who he was. I found out later.
Yeah. Pretty impressive. It was such an honor to work with Colin Tilley and Antonio Banderas for me.
Oh, he's
And
so
I-
nice. He's so down to earth.
No.
He was so down to earth.
Yeah.
So look at the perfume Secret Temptation. We were in this beautiful mansion of a castle
amazing.
in Teja, was it? Well,
I don't remember.
I was the
It was
Baroness Raisa, and apparently
You were a diva.
But unbeknownst to me, there were many other divas, and I was like, I thought, I was the only one giving him the key to my bedroom, when he left. But then when I saw the commercial, because during the filming, I had no idea the whole storyline. So there were like 4 or 5 other women just keep giving him the key to their rooms. Marta Español, do you know her? She was the waitress. She was a waitress.
Yeah,
She
I
gave him a
remember
key, and then there are a few others. It was so funny, and just the results were just so funny.
I don't remember the key, but my character was Anna. But she was like a mysterious one that I had to seduce the Antonio Banderas with my look. I had to do it like this. I don't know if I had to give him another key or what. They just told me
look, you got it.
you
didn't
just
have to.
seduce him.
You just undress him with your look. That's it. I remember we had so much fun, and then in the wardrobe downstairs, there is another woman who looks. I have the picture of us somewhere, but we posed. We were doing this typical shot for the social networks. She looked like like Jennifer Aniston. She was like a lookalike,
Really?
and it was you and her. And me, I was in that. I had to have the wardrobe lady wanted me to get out of the designer dress because I was causing all kinds of problems with my, the diamonds on my shoes getting hooked up with the dress. So I had to kind of wait there in a different outfit. And I took a picture of the 3 of us, and I'm like really,
I
really
still
plain
have
looking. It's
those
you.
pictures. I still have those
That's what
pictures.
we have to put up with this here because it was.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe when I
different.
saw it. Like, wow. Looking good,
Time
looking
flies,
good.
no?
How we change, how they
No,
change
you haven't
our
changed
looks.
at all.
No, not a give up.
You haven't changed at all.
Yes,
I'm serious.
Well, I haven't introduced you yet. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Silver Model Show. Today I'm here with Salome Saliya.
Hi, everybody.
Tell me, what have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Well, basically the same thing. Unfortunately, COVID happened during 2 years, so nothing.
2 years, my God.
Yeah, it was crazy. It really changed so many things in my life. But
Sure.
but good.
As with
pretty-
everyone. You've been
pretty
doing a lot
same
of
thing.
acting, or you've been studying acting?
Yeah, I've been a little bit of everything. I'm always studying acting. I read a lot of books. I think you should always be up to date.
Sure.
And it's never enough. You should always keep
Where
learning.
do you currently study?
I did like a couple of acting classes at Lucy Lennox
Okay.
studio.
French studio.
Yeah, so I try to whatever I study with the books related to acting, I try to get into work when I'm there just to practice, because if you don't do it, it doesn't serve anything. You have to, whatever you learn in the books, you have to put into training.
Sure.
So that's what I do. And sometimes if I'm not in the acting classes, so I try to just do some monologues, film it on my own, put it on Instagram.
How brave.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm ready for any criticism. And I actually ask people, like ask some of my friends that they are directors, okay, what do you think? What do you think about this scene? How can I improve it? How can I be better? You know, because I think criticism really...
constructive criticism, I always say.
It's very good. It's very good. You can be better and better at it. So yeah, I've done like a couple of commercial and some modelings gig since
a lot of modeling.
Yeah, but
I mean, you're such a good model. Seriously, I'd love to have you. Tell me about, I mean, on your social networks, you do have, it seems you have, you represent, or you have a clothing line, or what's that all about?
Yeah, I have a clothing online store as well, which is called Saliya Fashion.
Okay, cool.
That the designs on the men's hoodies and t-shirt, I do it myself.
All right.
But for the women, I'm not doing that. But the store is mine. That's what I manage and everything. Yeah, so recently I'm also trying to learn about designing. So, okay, my story is very, I mean, I studied civil...
Multi-talented.
I studied civil engineering.
That's right, civil engineering.
Nothing to do. That's how I came to Spain, because I did my Master of Structure and Construction Engineering here. So I've never been a graphic designer. So now I'm trying to, whenever I get a chance in my free time, I try to learn about graphic designer, because I like the designs on the shirts and hoodie be like unique. So sometimes I get some help from my cousin, because she's also she knows about designs and everything. Okay. So yeah, I have to learn.
Did you work as a civil engineer at one point when you?
I did work for a couple of years, mostly as an interior designer. Mm-hmm. A little bit of civil engineering, then interior designer. Then in Barcelona, when I was doing my master, I did like 6 months of internship in the company which is called Encofrat Alsina, which is pretty famous. Mm-hmm. Catalan company is like big. Mm-hmm. They have branch everywhere. But now I do it like for a couple of hours, just when I'm needed. Mm-hmm. With a company that I have like
a good sidekick too.
Yeah, sometimes when they need some things I do it, but it's not my main
drive.
Yeah, like I'm more focused on acting now. Cool. And also, like as I told you, like designing. Okay. So I have to learn about Illustrator, concept, and these type of things that I can design more stuff for the t-shirts and everything. So just a little bit of everything, I think. And I'm also learning French now.
Wow.
Yeah.
French, because English, Farsi, Spanish.
Yeah.
Catalan
I understand.
Okay.
I did like A1 level, but then I didn't continue because I was confusing with French a lot. Okay. And it's pretty interesting because I'm just doing French like maybe 15 minutes per day.
Yes.
But 2 weeks ago, I had a meeting with a guy from Belgium that he only speaks French. Mm-hmm. And I was surprised because I could understand like 70% of what he was saying.
Where are you? How are you learning? Online with certain...
with Duolingo. You know the
What's
app?
It called?
Duolingo.
Duolingo.
Yeah, it's like an app, but you have to be consistent.
Sure.
Like every day, 10 minutes for sure.
As with everything. And listen, a little bit every day.
Yeah, I love French language.
Yeah, I guess they say that the more languages you know, the easier each one becomes to learn as you go along, sort of. So, well, that's a very disciplined lady right there. All these different activities. How do you structure your days with all these different activities?
I think if you really want to do something, you'll find time. You just need to be strict. You know, for example, every day, the day before, I try to write down things that I have to do the next day. And I don't go and do something extra until I haven't done everything that I said I'll do.
Okay.
And I get mad at myself if I don't do it. You know, I don't know, I just go crazy. I'm like, you have to do it. Oh my God, you've been so lazy today. What's wrong with you? You can't talk on the phone when you haven't done this yet.
All right, that's a different take on things. I wanted to ask you about social networking. You are on an app that I had never heard of until I looked at yours, and that's what's it called? Clubhouse. Clubhouse.
Yes.
Audio only. Tell me about that app. How does that work?
I mean, it's only audio. So, I mean, there are like different rooms in the app. So, for example, it depends on your interest. For example, if you're into fashion or if you're into tech or let's say if you're into acting. So you can just become a member of those rooms and then you can follow people in that industry and then you get connected with each other and maybe you can follow each other on Instagram and then some projects maybe, you know, come up, you know, just to get to know people. I think networking is very important because you never know what would happen and people prefer to work with people that they already know. There are some people that they really talk about something very interesting, you know, mental health or your daily life, nutrition. It depends what you're interested in.
So I noticed when I first met you that you are a real firecracker. I love your energy from moment one. So my question to you is, let's see, what is it that you like about being on set when you're working? In whatever category, actress, model, fashion, whatever, commercials.
I love filming, especially because of all the tension and pressure which is on you, and everybody's in such a hurry. Production is mad.
It's crazy.
It's time. Why she's not ready?
Back and forth, and the technicians who are the guys who work the most.
I love it. I love all that, you know, like attention that, you know, I just love it. It's so interesting. And most of the time, whenever I get, you know, 5 minutes. Okay, Salome, you can wait there. I just go and eat.
You eat, yeah.
And they always come to me. They go, it's not time for lunch. What are you eating? I'm like, I'm coming.
Okay, so do you get that too? I get this all the time. Francesca, quieta, state quieta. Just stay there, don't move. I mean, you're kind of hyperactive too, eh? I'm not the only one, am I?
No. You're not.
But do you get?
I'm worse. Yeah. But I'm usually like, and if I get a chance, I take a nap.
Oh, seriously? No way. Can you go to sleep on a set?
Once I did. They told me, don't worry. I was like, so.
I'd be so. Like doing yoga in the middle of La Rambla. So theoretically, you should be able to do it, but.
I remember the makeup artist was so mad at me because she said, you can sleep because of your makeup.
Right. Don't put your head there because of your hair.
Yeah. Because sometimes you have to wait for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you have to do that.
So, and usually you have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'm like 2 hours, and maybe I can take a nap.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
and you can retouch my makeup. Or maybe I can do it myself.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see.
But I like it.
I did want to ask you another question, and this one is about acting. Because I guess, I did have the acting bug a few years ago, and then I did some auditions. I was lucky enough to be in a short film with Luis Quiles, 72%. And I did a couple different music videos. Had a really fun time with the latest one in Javia last summer. And so my question is, the acting bug that I had, I don't think I have it right now. I mean, obviously I don't, because I don't know why, but I just don't. But I think you do. You have the acting bug big time. It's like you would prefer acting.
Yeah, because I think I like commercial as well. But I also like acting because I think it's more challenging and it's harder. You know, so it's like more.
But it's a longer commitment, and it doesn't really pay as much.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess they pay less, but I don't know. I think
More creative.
yeah,
You find
I
it
mean-
more challenging.
yeah, more
Okay.
challenging.
Well, that's a good reason. But okay, so
Although for commercial now they are acting and they are asking for actors, not models, because you
Yeah.
have to have that like acting talent inside yourself to be able to do commercial. But I think when you really act in the movie, you get a chance to talk to your emotion and everything. So it's
okay, but then let's talk about these categories because God, when are you a real actor? Once you've already completed a course, or once you've done Shakespeare, or once you've done theater, or once you've done a certain number of years doing film, or if you act and you get experience acting in whatever category, short films, theater, commercials, you learn a lot of acting, and you actually have to act. It's like 30 seconds or a minute, but it's you do learn through that experience. So when does one actually become an actor?
What do you think? I think by the time that you start to do commercial, you are already in the acting category.
I think it's once you
maybe?
start practicing and you actually do it. It's sort of like if you dance, you're a dancer.
Yeah, I guess they call it commercial actor. Maybe they have a
Okay.
name for it.
All right.
I don't know.
I know.
I'm just guessing.
I know. Well, so okay.
That debate is with many other things too. I've thought about that with writing. When are you a writer?
Yeah.
It usually happens with artistic things. No one has a hard time saying they are a plumber or a carpenter or a teacher. As soon as you teach, you're a teacher, right? But with all these artistic things, like you're a singer, you're a composer, you're a writer, you're an actor, you're a model, it kind of seems like feels like you have to earn your.
Well, right. But see
Your
that I don't
place.
think that I think that's too bad. I don't think that kind of judgment should come down on people because. Just a little while ago, this is the bank director's son is a dancer. He's I don't know if he's 15 or 16, and on his social network he has he's in his costume and he's performing a wonderful piece on the Nutcracker or whatever it was. And then on his profile he says I'm an aspiring dancer. And I told him and his father, I said, listen, he should actually, he's a dancer. You're not aspiring, you're actually dancing, so you're a dancer. You can be a veteran dancer, or you can be a modern dancer, or a classical ballet dancer, or be in a group, or after a while you can add to that initial category of being a dancer, or that initial title. But I don't know, I think it's too limiting if we're so afraid of. It's kind of like starting before you're ready with anything. I mean,
I guess you are what you do. No, basically I can say that.
I think so.
I mean, for example, if I studied engineering at university, I mean, first of all, I always wanted to be an actress. But in my family, you should be either a lawyer, engineer, or a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember the first time I told my mom, I wanna get into acting. She said, huh? I mean, for her, it was like, what are you talking about,
I never have, and I don't think I ever will, share my commercial jobs on Instagram. Basically because, my appearance in the commercial is probably, what is it, 15 seconds? And then when I don't particularly like watching commercials. I do more free commercials for the job that I just did. And also because I'm thinking... maybe it's conflicting interest. Then I get a casting for another car company, and I don't want to have that out there because after all, when you go to the casting, they ask you, have you done a commercial for the competition in the last 2 years?
Okay.
And of course, I have to say yes. But
if you are, it depends. If it's gonna be like exclusive, then
right. Well,
I mean,
exclusive. No, it's what is it? I think what they want to know is if you are very recognizable and you may have a secondary part but you're also very recognizable. Wouldn't that be it? That's what they want to know.
I would say don't even worry about it. Just post
But
everything.
why post? Why? I mean,
Because I think like
Does it help?
acting, modeling, fashion, everything is just the same category on Instagram at least. So you have to post everything because that's like your resume.
Okay, well, I did post the Antonio Banderas commercial because that was so awesome and he's so famous. I gotta post this. I was like,
Yeah, you have to post everything.
it's kind of a
Because
ego
if you
trip.
don't
Sorry.
post it and you've done like big project and you just post you with a coffee or a product and people they don't know that you've done like big project. So maybe you have someone contact you through Instagram, so that's what they see, but sometimes people really go through the Instagram to see what you've done. So if you post it, they know, okay, so you're a professional, you've really been on set, you've worked with like well-known people, good directors like Colin Tilley,
Yeah.
So if they don't know it, and you are an experienced actress, model, so if you don't post it, they would never know. They would just because there is another thing that I want to mention. We have now so many Instagram model, Instagram influencer that they've never been on set in their life, but they are considered
home set.
exactly, they're considered like influencer or IG model that they say, but they've never really done like a professional thing on set with like directors, producers, photographers, stuff. So and they post everything. So if you don't post your professional work, you probably be considered like them.
Oh,
so
I never thought about it that way.
That's what I think. I don't know. I think you have to post everything. That's my idea. But I have another friend that he doesn't post it either, and he's an actor. He doesn't post either. But I think you have to post everything.
It's because I guess I use my own criteria of I never really enjoy watching commercials just to see fulanita de tal. I don't want to to see that stellar appearance of that dude or that lady 30 second or for 10 seconds. I don't, but maybe just because it is a professional, I use it as a professional tool, my Instagram account, then I should consider doing that, or at least posting some more. When we go back 15 years, I'll start pulling out those video clips of 15 years of
and it's
commercials.
even good for you. Like if you post it on Vimeo or YouTube channel or everything, it's also good for you because sometimes I even forget the commercial that I did 8 years ago.
Right, it's good to have your own stock of doing
I
that.
really forget. I don't even know what was it about. Then I go through my Vimeo.
I can't remember what I did last
or maybe you can create a link of all your work and then put the link on your Instagram as well.
If there was one piece of advice that you had to give to an actress or some a young person who would want to get into acting, what would that be?
I would say don't take things personally, and you get rejected most of the time, so it's pretty normal.
Get used to getting rejections and no.
Don't take it personally. It has
you.
nothing to do with you.
That's right.
When you get rejected, it's all about, especially when it comes to acting and modeling, it's something else. But for acting, it's you just need to look like what character the director is looking for.
Yeah.
So whatever they have in their mind. So if you're closer to what they're looking for, then you get casted. If not, you just don't get casted.
That's a very good piece of advice, actually.
Yeah, and
so
it's very hard. So if you're someone who just get into your feeling and get emotional, you're gonna cry over not getting casted. So you better not even start it. Because
that's right.
You just do a casting, you forget about it. Why they didn't cast me? There's no reason, and you don't want to know. You just try to get better every day.
Right.
That's it. Nothing else.
All right. Okay. Let's see. So wrapping up, I think it would be really cool just to mention the projects that we were talking about, and more projects we can do together, such as, and I think the one that may excite you the most would be doing a short film with a special role for you, and it's going to be, so that's all I'm going to say for now, but I'm really looking forward to Connie adjusting and adding your role into an already written short film. And it's going to be a zero budget film, but it'll be fun and it's going to be a comedy. So
Oh my God, I love comedy.
And I just have to thank you so much for coming. It's been a total joy.
Thank you for inviting me.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.